Day 2 of building the best apartment locating team here in San Antonio, Texas. In today's agenda, we have 3 different things. First thing is a meeting with my developer on talking about the app, utilizing any of the notes that I've taken for the bugs and improvements.
This exactly. That is listed dates, property, clients, rent.
They could say, oh, I choose to look at January, choose to look at February.
We want the properties to be among these properties. So when we click this now.
How did you get the unit? Could you scroll down to the unit listing again? And then 2 is hiring or finding leads for a virtual assistant. Previously, I have had a virtual assistant for ever since I started, I realized that this is a very important role in terms of being successful. My current team that works on it, I have one assistant. They have been interchanging, and this assistant right now, it's just been slacking. And I have a noticeable higher workload, especially this year and also the end of the 2025. I've noticed that the work is just not getting picked up, and there's a lot more work that's there for the assistant to do, and this is majority administrative. So I hire overseas to get this work done because it's all administrative. I always want to hire in the US, but the wages just does not make sense. On my first assistant, I paid almost $2,000 a month on someone that barely didn't even do anything. Like it was a free paycheck for her. So I thought that was a completely stupid waste of money. But you know, you live and learn with that. And now I hire overseas because one, it's like almost 10 to 25% cheaper. And 2, the amount of work they could do is almost like full-time work for the wages that I pay. So that's how I'm able to scale in terms of that. And eventually, I would love to hire them like full-time as like completely exclusive, working for the company instead of working as like a contractor. That is the ideal idea, I guess, in terms of building some sort of systems in place. It takes a little bit of work. People do not realize the hiring process is freaking strenuous. In order for me to do that, I really have to take a sales funnel approach, meaning that the inquiries that I send out to hire certain people have to be a good amount, just kind of like a shotgun in terms of how a shotgun works, right? Whenever you pull the trigger, the pellets, there's the shell inside are actually pellets, very small pellets, and they kind of spray out and they form out. The closer you are directly with the shotgun, like in terms of proximity from the nozzle, the more deadly it is. But the further out you are, the less deadly it is because the pellets just spray out. What I'm trying to do is just spray out the pellets and get as many inquiries out as possible, because from my experience, it's like that in terms of hiring. It's just really talking to as many people as possible and then kind of make a judgment call right then and there, trial and test, and then rinse and repeat. The funny thing is, one of the inquiries that I sent out has an AI that's responding back to me, which is kind of crazy because I've inquired about the services. But it's kind of like answering for her while she's sleeping, because at her time, it's around like 5 a.m. right now. So kind of insane. And then number 3 is really doing the sales and my day-to-day work that actually brings money to the table. Elizabeth, this is Alex. I'm the apartment locator you contacted on Instagram to help you find a place. Around La Cantera is what you're looking for, and then are there any other areas you're looking for?
Well, if I'm looking for a home, which is the reason why I asked if you also had like individual, I wouldn't mind like around the Davis Alamo Ranch area.
How big of a house are you looking for? Like, is there like a square footage or certain like features you're looking for?
Anything but carpet. I don't want carpet. I want ground. I need at least 2 minimum bedrooms.
Your call has been forwarded.
All these back-end stuff are like very long-term investments that I realize that it has to be good in order for me to build a decent team. Because if I don't have a good team right now that focuses on my administrative work, how can I focus on building something else for somebody else? And what that means is really just building a solid foundation for myself so I could earn income and have income continuously coming in, so I could utilize that and then reinvest that income that I've earned back into the company, or giving agents a certain perk that most of these other brokerages are not willing to give or have not given yet.